Welcome everyone to the Challenger Cup interviews. My name is Solar P and I'm here with Corrosion.
Yeah!
Hello. So what kind of training are you guys going to do preparing for the Challenger Cup?
We've been doing multiple scrims a day, building our stamina for the Challenger Cup.
How are you guys feeling coming into the Challenger Cup?
We've been feeling really good. We've been consistently working on mindset and stuff like that in scrims, and all the teams are really good, players are good, but it comes down to consistency in the high tier games.
Well, that's good. Well, with being newly introduced into the cycle, do you think this will change your mentality?
I don't really think that it's going to change mentality much. More or less, we've all been putting the time in, and I think we're ready to take it to the next level. Everyone's putting in equal amount of effort. I think we should be good.
Well, thanks for coming out tonight, guys. I was Corrosion, I've been Solar P, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hello everybody, I'm Aiden VR. Today, I'm reviewing High Voltage. The mans themselves. We have Lulz, Isolate, Glean, Fire Ninja, and Goran Jr. all with me today in the arena. So, guys, what type of training are you doing to prepare for the Challenger Cup?
We're scrimming a lot this week and last week leading up to CC, just to, get ready for what we're going to be playing against.
How are you guys feeling coming into this? Are you hyped or are you kind of...
We're ready! We're so ready! Oh my god! I'm ready to sweep the
Yeah, what you
competition.
said.
Yeah, we're always ready for some extra challenge.
I mean, you guys got a lot of challenging competition. Who are you most scared about,
Nobody.
if anyone?
We aren't. Nobody.
I would say we're not really scared of facing any of these teams. We are excited to see what a lot of them can do. But then again, we'll take our odds over almost anyone else.
All right. And finally, how is it different playing in Master Tier this cycle? You guys have been Diamond up until this cycle. How is it different?
We were Master last
More
cycle.
competition. Ignite
So-
is a thing, you know? Ignite comes in, like a reality
True,
check,
true.
you know? You get up there. Yeah.
And certainly with the last cycle bringing in competition like LA Destroyers and whatnot, things have gotten a bit tougher as things have started to flatten out. A lot of these teams that are on the newer side, especially the NEPA teams, started to gel even better than they were before. So certainly things got tougher along this cycle, but we're hoping that this CC we can bring things back and we can make our way into finals leading up to that exciting 10-team tournament.
Yeah, thank you guys. I've been in VR. This has been High Voltage joining me today. You guys have been amazing. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time.
All right, everybody. Hello. Welcome to VR Master League. We are here in the postseason of Season 4. This is the Challenger Cup. This is the North American branch of Challenger Cups. We just got done with EU a few hours ago. And, well, here on the stream, I'm Pally to the door, and it's Aiden, also VR. Aiden VR, that is, with me here. We got Wit somewhere in the shadows burping aplenty and getting ready to ping these teams. But I'm excited because we have High Voltage, the team who earned their way into Masters in the Challenger Cup at the very end of Season 3, coming up against Corrosion, who is trying to contend for that very position and make their way to the finals next weekend. So with that, welcome everybody in Twitch and well, wherever you're joining, you're in the right place, right time. Aiden, how's it going and how are you feeling about this cup here today in NA? Hello?
Against the 16s that are also competing. Well, I guess 7, but I'm not going to count the Skyline because they're also master. But yeah, they want to do their best to defend their title and try and go to that finals, get that nice little finalist badge.
Not to cut you off too much, but you're breaking up a little bit on me here. I'm not sure if maybe having some issues on your end with echo or something, not maybe a little wire loose. I don't know. Coming in a little bit broken up though. Hopefully that gets solved.
Crying.
Your internet's crying. Well, soon Palador will be crying in that case. Well, with that said, hopefully let me know when you're feeling more confident in the internet. But till then, yeah, thanks guys for joining here. See already in the chat, Tiger and Miami University. The Miami University. Well, hello. Taking applicants. As well as you like jazz. I do like jazz. Thank you. How's that internet going? Oh! And dead.
Okay, well, that seems to have not fixed it at all.
No, not at all. Not at all, sir.
This is horrible.
Well, unfortunate timing. Sometimes, you know, these live shows, it's uncanny, actually. It's uncanny how many of these where everything's great right up until you hit the start streaming button, and then it gets a little bit crazy. But we'll make do with what we can. Yeah, just give me a little poke or poke your voice in if you sense your internet's a little bit better. How about that? Okay. Well, in the meantime, though, as Glean stops by in the chat there, also saw Glean in the game, just pumping up the team a little bit before, I can only imagine. But good to see Glean. What server is this? Ask Geo. According to Spark, it is Fort Lauderdale, Florida. With that, round one about to start here. So again, I'm Palador on the cast and the cams, and Aiden VR maybe on the cast at some point here. If we can get those solved. Hope so. That said, it's going to be the first joust. It's out and underway here. And again, the top teams of this cup, the top 2 teams, will advance into Master Division and, importantly, will advance into the finals next weekend for Season 4. So exciting times ahead for sure. Here we go. Goran Jr. over on High Voltage along with Lulz, Fire Ninja, Isolate. And over on Corrosion's end, it's Tortoise, Time, Paranym, and Avoid. So Tortoise with the disc and setting it left lane. That's going to be picked up here by Time. Time has that bottom shot and almost hitting, but a little off the mark. Rebound by Avoid, and Avoid gets the goal. Null and Void on the side. So it will be Corrosion up first. Nice hits.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I'm gonna keep my camera off because I think that's not the problem, and it just had to go.
Yeah, you're still a little bit Mr. Roboto there, but hopefully you'll get it going soon, and I'll be very thankful. Domo arigato and all that stuff. Well, that said, it is Goran Jr. up high with a nice pass, and off the pole, it's going to bounce. Rebound to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja opting for a reset, but unfortunately that sails right past the midfielder. So Time taking the angle, and too tight on that shot, but Paranym will get stunned off the rebound, and Fire Ninja reacquiring the disc, reacquiring the target on the teammate, and Goran Jr. right up ahead in that tunnel. The first few points going to Corrosion, but High Voltage is a team, as we know, that can put up the highest scoring affairs on any given day. I saw Wit commenting also in there and absolutely concur. One of those situations where, Master Division, it's a tough beast to handle in every single region, but definitely misleading if you look at the records of the Master teams who play exclusively amongst each other there in the Master tier. But definitely one of those cases where you cannot make a mistake. High Voltage earned their way into Masters at the end of last season. For that matter, they took some rounds, or nearly took some rounds, off of some teams, including Joker at the time. They nearly had him in one of the rounds in the finals. So this is a team who absolutely can contest and compete at the top level. But here, trying to compete to earn their right to finals again, make back-to-back appearances across seasons 3 and 4. Now, Corrosion, a team returning late into this season, with this semi-new roster. A lot of the players, though, returning from Season 3, of course, and a team who was super, super strong at that last season. Also a team who has claimed to some speed records, or borderline speed records at the very least, when it comes to some of these jousts. They are quick. So with that, Goran Jr. taking it away and sending it off to Fire, but a miscommunication, maybe Chris, when they should have crossed, so the disc is lost for the meantime. Paranym slings that out of there. Paranym, another one of those long-time players. As a long-time shot, it's right online for Tortoise. Don't miss, it's 6-0. Now, meanwhile, also see Dimwee stopping by. Active across the channels, even mid-cast. Posting the YouTube link there, of course. We're trying to hit that 2,500 subscriber goal on our YouTube channel, which is in the process of being revamped, and halfway there already. Got all the creators' content uploaded to that channel. The VODs will now be on a separate area. Shot there off the barrier, unfortunately, so we'll still be scoreless for High Voltage, but they've got some opportunities up with this rebound. There's a shot and snagged out by Tortoise. What a time to show up on the defensive end to still stifle High Voltage as they rifle down the floor. Now back to Fire Ninja. Fire looking for that pass again, but getting a bit off. And one of these things, too, about these Challenger Cups at the end of the season, and I mean, for one, just being streamed alone is one thing, but also at these high-pressure cups where you know that every single play matters in terms of your seasonal outcome, you got to ask, too, how much of it is just a calming down process, maybe thinking about it a little bit, but don't have to think on that because Lulz just stuffed that player, Time I believe it was, to secure the disc, take it over, and get their first couple of points. And there you go. We're halfway through this first round and only 4 points separating the teams, so even though High Voltage has not been able to build strong rhythm yet, they're actually only down by a couple of goals. Not a problem whatsoever.
Yeah, pass to the left. Not able to connect with anyone. It's gonna maybe be picked up here by Fire Ninja, but Time's right behind. Time did pick that up for a second there, but Fire Ninja did grab it. And that's Gordon Jr. with the clear.
All right, so rejoined by Aiden VR here, sounding a lot more human than ever. Will be Goran Jr. with a shield and trying to pass it off perhaps, but just gets stunned. Fire Ninja attempting to gather that disc. Redirects to the barrier, to the nest, and, well, a big save, but a grab back by Goran, and that is going to make any goalie, shout out goalie Goran, but that's going to make any goalie feel a little bit sour, getting those saves and only to have it taken right back from you. Nice hit. High Voltage is back within 2 now.
Nice little shot there. Like, yeah, as you said, High Voltage only back in 2. They can definitely do this, only 2 points behind. Now a pass to Time. Time all the way down trench, open goal. Never mind, there's a goalie. Cut pass over, Tortoise with the shot. That's another 2.
What a reaction there. 8 seconds off that joust, and already another score, pushing themselves back up by 4 with just a little under 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, High Voltage can come back on this one. It's just they're going to have to work for it, as all teams do in this tournament here. But it's passed to the left, Gordon Jr. passing it right over Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja passing to the floor. Lulz is there, looking for another pass. Tortoise and Paranym trying to look for that one, but it goes clear. And that one will be in the hands of Time. Time's going to go for the clear down. It will be successful as it does get into High Voltage's zone. And the shot there from Paranym, what a shot it was! All the way from that trench area, and that's a 3.
All tuned up for Paradigm with that can opener of a shot. One of the more unique shot release forms that you'll see in VRML. But does it work well or what for Paradigm? It is consistent and it is very difficult to read. Those threes are one thing as well, but that shot inside the goal, especially close range, it's almost impossible to save that.
Yeah, definitely avoid having it now. And the stop there from Isolate, throwing it right back down into that bubble. Possible shot there. Fire Ninja gonna pick it up. Shot in. And I believe that was just a dunk, right? I don't know.
It was grabbed right on the way in, so still credit to High Voltage, and Fire Ninja turned barely blue as it sailed in. That goalkeeper could not quite retreat in time and get enough space between the disc and the goal. So valiant effort, but High Voltage sticking in this and sticking to their guns as they gun for it, because it is a race, certainly with 2 minutes, a race against time, which is to say, we have Time on Corrosion. We have Tortoise on Corrosion. We're finding Paranym as well. Paranym about to make another shot to Time. Better call a paramedic because the time is running out. 13-6.
What a shot there from Time, hitting that top pocket area. That is a hard one to hit. But what do you expect? These players are in the Challenger Cup. They are the best of the best that the Diamond and Bottom Master Tier has to offer. But coming out of the tubes, it's going to be High Voltage with this one. Isolate going to pass that one left. Trying to go in Junior. It won't connect though, as Avoid picks that one up. Tortoise on the back. Going forward now, possible stun on the goalie. And that's a possible shot there, but Time's going to pick it off the backboard. Close one to the right though. This one's going to be picked up now by Avoid. Avoid's going to look for the pass over. Going to be picked up by Time. Time's going to look for the pass back to Avoid. Avoid trying to get that cut over. Gordon Jr. with the steal though and a clear.
And Goran doing a great job to get that perfect clear, and also the midfield, perhaps an interception, but a take back collected by Time. Time trying to hit the angle, but cannot quite get the goal to go. Link up together on those stacks for both teams. Just look at them zip up and down the floor, lighting it up and blazing a trail. There it is, and enter it. That is a perfect hit. Still about a minute, maybe a little less than a minute left here. Indeed, 50-some seconds. They're within reach. And no matter what, it's good to see High Voltage at least get some scores here later in this round to build themselves towards the next 10 minutes just the same.
Yeah, definitely coming out of the tube once again. Avoid having this one. Just gonna wait for it. They have time. Passing it down to Paranim. Paranim gonna pass it up to the right, and time is there. Time passing over to Tortoise. Tortoise is gonna move forward. Pressured by Lols, and the shot coming in once again. That's another 2 points, and that is round 1.
Corrosion gonna break the hearts of High Voltage in round 1, and I'm about to break your heart again because you're going all robotic here at Cast as of the last minute again, so maybe give your old internet a kick in the boot or something. That doesn't even make sense. But with that, first round win to Corrosion. Strong fashion, 15-8.
How about now? Is it better now? No.
Vaguely. Oh boy.
I don't know what's going on, Palador.
Well, you know, the nature of live TV or live Twitch.tv as the case might be. Unfortunate, although we enjoyed you for a good half of that round at the very least. And I'm sure Corrosion here enjoying that first round victory as well. Again, courtesy the stats here by IgniteVR.gg and the Spark application to be specific. It is exquisite, so go download it if you haven't already. But yes, well, once again, let me know when your internet decides to, you know, have a burst of life. Maybe get some high voltage in there, you know, defibrillate it, and we'll be good to go.
I hopefully got it. Hopefully. But
Hopefully.
yeah, High Voltage, I don't think we've seen them bring out their lightning a single time during this cycle. Like, they haven't won a single match on Master Tier. They haven't bring their fullest to the table yet, because I know this team can do so much better. They've been Master for the entire season. They're doing so well to keep up with them. I feel like this round 2 is going to be very different at Palador.
Yeah, we see we see these kind of situations happen really every Challengers Cup, where you can be very, very much misled by a team's record in the Master because, well, first shot there, hold on, it's Lol saying just because we're gonna make a goal now to prove you and the viewers at home that we still got some in the tank. Great shot. But yeah, for High Voltage, the same for teams like Anomaly or Skyline in the past. Wrath was one of those teams. You can be very, very much misled because you see those teams, go into the Challenger Cups or into Diamond thereafter, and then they dominate in Diamond. There's just the competition is so tough at this level, but that does not mean that High Voltage isn't a team that would still kill basically 95, 98% of the league outside of Master, right? They're just that good, and all these teams who are Master qualified or borderline are just that good.
Yeah, definitely. Lulz is gonna pick that one up. Maybe look for a shot here. Void not able to get a hand on it. Kind of confused on where Lulz was gonna throw it, but Lulz with the goals.
Yeah, and they're not a team who's going to go gently into that good night. No, sir. So High Voltage coming back alive here in the first round, Frankenstein style. They're showing that they are around, and they are looking to make their way into finals next week. And for Corrosion, they're going to have to overcome this beast of a team one more time to advance in these brackets, and they will cause a racket as time goes and nabs it. It's 2 points now for Corrosion.
Nice passing plays there from Paranim in time. Definitely Corrosion does not want them to take this round. They want to finish this 1-2, as all teams should. But it will be High Voltage with the disc now. It's going to be isolated with it, throwing left straight away. Gorin will pick this one up this time. Pass over to the right. No one's currently home. But it does go all the way to that Corrosion bubble. Grabbing it will be time, and the clear down.
Look how fast they get down the floor. Maybe too fast because they do overshoot, misread the trajectory just slightly. But it will be picked up by Fire Ninja once again into the midfield where these teams jostle for position and possession. Back to Paranim. Paranim having it stolen, but a double KO from Fire Ninja and Paranim will be time swooping in for a recovery. Back to Paranim and back to the Cloud. And sitting up there, not on Cloud 9 so much because they are still behind, but they are trying to find their alignment on the offense here, looking for some patience.
Yeah, patience is what they need right now. Time trying to get a hand on it, not able to. It does get a hand on it, but Fire Ninja's there. And putting a stop to that one real quick. Avoid and Tortoise both having to stack down. Fire Ninja getting the stun out though. Paranym almost having that one. Fire Ninja having it. Oh, sorry. Goran on his back though. And the clear is attempted, but Avoid picking that one up. Isolate on the back line. Paranym, it is back and forth play right now, folks. And it does go down all the way high voltage bubble. Fire Ninja stops that one. Gets a pass over to Lulz. Lulz is going to look for that one possible shot here. It's not going to go in as it does just bounce. Isolate with a steep angle there. Picked up by Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja is going to go for it. Saved by Avoid. What a save. Picked up by Goran. Goran trying to get that one in, and Paranym with it, clearing it out.
And again, Avoid, null and void on the save. Fantastic grab despite being very bothered by the defensive pressure. Rather the offensive pressure, had a player right on the back. But that said, getting back into their stacks, Goran Jr. coming away with it.
Oh
and what a
God.
hit! And the celebration at that. That was a mighty fine shot to avoid the dive and get the goal.
Goran Jr. scares me sometimes. I played a private with him a while back, and his offense is crazy as well as his defense.
Yeah.
He can be a goalie and a striker. He's one of the most intense playing players on high voltage. And Time's going to pass that one right. It's going to be picked up here by Lulz. The interception, not able to get to Paranym, but it does go down into corrosion zone. It's going to be picked up now by Goran. He's going to reset back. Fire Ninja, send up by Paranym here. Goran going to pick it up once again, go into the roof. Looking for a pass or a shot. Possible backboard, Avoid with the save.
Oh, can't do that, but they can do that. It's Fire Ninja with a recovery and the goal off of the backboard save. Once again from Avoid, and they are going out for a timeout now to just discuss things over and cool down just a little bit, recognizing they still have half a round to go. They're only down by 7, so a good time as any to take this timeout.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, high voltage, they definitely don't want to get slow during this timeout. They're going to keep it fast. They're going to have their stacks going up and down the field. They don't want to lose this one, but neither does Corrosion. They want to try and take this one in 2. It's been such an intense game so far. I know round 1 wasn't exactly the best for high voltage, but round 2, both teams are playing so well.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I kind of asked the question earlier on, as we see for some of these big-time streams, these big-time events, on sometimes that whole factor about it being a big match and a big stream, things like that. When you're talking about the very first match of the day, you might come out a little bit, shaky or just not quite in the rhythm because you're kind of thinking about the implications of all this and the people watching and how your entire season does come down to this. Hopefully none of these players are listening right now because I don't want to add any extra pressure, but that said, they know it. But, once you get into the groove of things over a few minutes, it was the same case when I was playing back in ESL, where those first few minutes of a stream match or a big match, you would kind of be thinking about it and you'd be a little bit shaky or not totally grounded, but then once you kind of melt into the headset and the intensity and the physicality of the game, then you start finding your groove. And then by the time you reach the end of that first round, the latter parts of it, and go into the second round, you're feeling comfortable and the rest of the world just fades back away.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta also remember, high voltage is in Master Tier right now. They don't want to lose it. That's added pressure to them as well. Not just the fact that they're being casted and just the fact that they're in the Challenger Cup, but the fact that they are in that tier that the 7 other teams are trying to, fight you for. And that does put a lot of pressure on you. You have a lot of teams, a lot of very good teams, very good skill. Every team here is such a threat. I can't keep saying it because they really are a threat to literally anyone. Any one of these teams can go to Master, and any one of these teams can win it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, as mentioned, for high voltage, going into the finals last season, right at the end, with a successful Challenger Cup, earning their way there. I mean, they still gave some of those Master teams some work, and again, including Joker at the time. They're a team who has been around for several seasons, at least that core between Fire Ninja and Lulz and then Gora and Isolate coming in as well. I mean, they've really showed that great chemistry from the beginning of season 3 is when it was super noticeable. They were victorious based on so much great passing chemistry and again, high speed play, but also the ability to just have those passing connections and really master quality at that. There's definitely a big line of separation between teams that are trying to take that next step. It's all about that team play and that cohesion, because you can have so many individually talented players on one team, but to take it to that next level, to take it to the master level, you really need to be well connected and communicated as a team.
Yeah, definitely. You can't also with high voltage, you can't just you can't push them out of everything just because they haven't won a master tier match this cycle yet, because they're still going up against the top teams of Echo, and a lot of them they hung in there, a lot of them they just lost it at the end. But
you know what? Oh, actually, sorry, continue.
Oh no, I was finished.
Okay, I was just gonna say this actually is very relevant now that you bring that up, because over on the EU side, of course, we had our European Challenger Cup, the day one of it, earlier on. But Baby Phantoms, they've also been 0-9 in this cycle in the Master Division of Europe. But then the Baby Phantoms, guess what? They went perfect on the day. They finished and made their way to the finals for tomorrow. But Baby Phantoms, they got their win, their big win, when it counted here the most. And so likewise, High Voltage trying to do just the same and show that they can tune it back up and get back into their rhythm. And again, show this Corrosion team, who's otherwise supremely talented, as they will find their first couple of points off a beautiful series of passes. This is exactly what you hope to see. There you go.
Yeah, after timeout especially, this is what you wanted to see. They were strategizing during that timeout. They knew what they needed to do, and they just did it right there. They got 2 points in the first 10-20 seconds. Out of the tubes now, it's Isolate, throwing that one to the left. Goran Jr. with a long clear over. Picked up by Goran Jr. now, slapped down. Lulz picking it up. Open goal, going for it. Oh. That's a 3.
Well, it was a great play out of the timeout, but then to concede a 3-point and 11 seconds after that, good recognition by Lulz and accuracy from that pizza slice of an angle. But unable to do anything about it was Corrosion, and kind of undoing the steam that they had briefly built up.
Yeah, definitely. Void has this one now. Corrosion's just going to hold it on that nest, pass it over left side once again. Oh, stack is there from High Voltage. This is what they were doing during that timeout, getting their stacks all warmed up, making sure they're fired up, making sure the lightning is flowing through them. Pass over down. Not able to pick this one up though. Fire Ninja trying to get a hand on it. Lulz with the slap back, trying to get it to Isolate. Isolate will pick this one up. Goran Jr. entering, going for the shot, and that's another 2 for High Voltage.
You called it. Goran is one of those players who can do a lot of that and more on offense. So they're back up by double digits. High Voltage, a statement second round after, well, the statement first round from Corrosion popping off. But right now we are on track for that third round impending, unless Corrosion can put in a serious run here soon.
That was a risky play right there. The headbutt. Tortoise having this one, passing it right. Paranim looking for it. Pass over time with the shot. The shot it was. 2 points up. 2 still down, but 2 points on the board now. Is Time and Paranim.
Yeah, Time and Paranim, just nice combo. 1-2 punch essentially, passing on an over, and then basically a one-on-one there with some excellent placement at that in the top pocket.
Yeah, definitely. The pass does connect, but Goran's not able to get it down. He does get it down, but no one's there to pick it up. We'll be Paranim picking that one up, and it does get cleared down off the Geo though. Never mind. Trying to fight for it. Goran and Time. Time will get that slap over. Isolate on the back line though. Picking that one up, passing it over to Lulz, who's on that left Geo. And back into that trap area, moving to the tunnel now. Just gonna walk it for a bit. They have time, they have the points. Up by 8. Goran Jr. gonna push it back to Lulz. But the stack from Corrosion is trying to keep up with the passes from High Voltage. They're just not able to.
Well, still doing nicely. Oh, but the dive coming out and a miss, unfortunately, on an open goal. Maybe more open than Fire realized. That said, they fire another pass off to Isolate, but couldn't wrangle the disc either as they split off on their stacks, split some skulls with some stuns, and then split apart off the steal and the clear as it will be dealt into a potential open goal in a second there. Now being covered off by Isolate, but still yet a 1-on-1. Make that a 2-on-1 and 2 on the board. It's 14-8.
That's a nice little pass there. Yeah, I'm starting to think that High Voltage maybe needs to lower the voltage just a little bit on those passes. A lot of them went way too fast is, well, what I'm noticing. But, you know, they can fix it as it does come out of the tube. Picking it up, Isolate, passing right this time. Fire Ninja not able to get a hand on it. You know who will get a hand on it? It's Tortoise. Tortoise gonna move up, open goal, never mind, Isolate's there. Gonna move up, pass over to Avoid. Void's gonna also move up, cut pass over. Time not able to pick that one up, and it will be Lulz. Lulz is gonna move around on the floor, looking for a pass, and Paranym just pushing that, trying to get the hand on the disc, but Fire Ninja will get the clear.
Good clear from Fire now, trying to link up with Goran. They do miss the grab. Will it matter? Yes, it does. It allows some time for Tortoise to get there, as well as Paranym on the recovery. They'll sling it to the mid lane, where Time awaits. Now Time trying to hit that cloud shot. Maybe just a cloud pass, either or, though it does get right past them again as it's sent to the midfield, continuing to find the lines of sight. The time is just about out on that, but they can still use some points, and there it is. 4-point game, only 30 seconds left, however. But Corrosion building steam in the late round, and that's the important part as they head into round 3 soon.
Yeah, they're hyping themselves up, and High Voltage still keeping that voltage high, but honestly, Corrosion's doing really well to catch back up here. They were down by 10.
Whoa,
oh my god, fast stack there from Corrosion.
Yeah.
And Jesus, Time's gonna go for the shot there. Never mind a pass over. Tortoise cut pass, and that's another 2. So close.
What a win there for High Voltage, but you know, they can't even be feeling all that great when you consider Corrosion just putting in a serious run there in the last couple of minutes on getting quick. So they're feeling happy, but High Voltage now knowing it's kind of on them to secure this next round and start off strong. If they can get that first goal in round 3, that'd be very good for them. But otherwise, if we see Corrosion start building that steam again, that incredible speed we see there with some of their stacks and even their backward stacks, that could be dangerous news for this defending master team in High Voltage.
Yeah, definitely. Corrosion, let's talk really quick. Let's go back to last week. Last week, Corrosion was, I believe, 18th or 19th on the ladder. They were 9 spots? 9 spots? Like 6 spots, something like that. But they were low on the ladder. They didn't have a very big chance of making it to the Challenger Cup, but they did anyways. They took down Hivemind and made it in.
Yeah, well, this is a team, again, of players who already have been at that high level of High Diamond and pressing on Master and such. Coming in later in the season, but certainly not unseasoned players by any stretch. So they clutched it up and got some big wins where it was necessary. They find themselves here in a kind of familiar place for last season as well. They found themselves in Challenger Cups, likewise for High Voltage. So both of these teams familiar with the situation, familiar with the pressure. It doesn't make it any easier necessarily, but at least they have the experience. And with that, we'll see whose experience plays off and plays out a little bit more at the start of this 3rd round. It will be Goran, the takeaway and the clear out.
That was such a fast attack. I'm amazed by it. But it does go all the way down to Corrosion side. Goran will pick this one up, pass to Lulz. Lulz gonna move forward, cut pass over, Isolate, trying to get that one. Saved there by Avoid, and we'll get cleared down the left tunnel.
That was a nice pass, just a better dive, recognizing the situation and met the receiver before they could do anything with it. That's going to sail mighty close to the goal. The stack's a bit delayed here for both teams, as it will be Time taking the first 2 points, Corrosion's favor.
So I'm sorry, I can't get over how fast that douse was from Corrosion. Like, how fast was that? Did we?
Fast. Also, your internet's kicking up a storm again, I think.
No.
Yes, but it was fast indeed. I actually didn't get a glance at it, but again, Corrosion is one of those teams who lay a lot of claim to some high-speed records here on some of these jousts across the seasons. They are definitely not one to sleep on, because for that matter, they're not one to blink on. Because in a blink of an eye, well, Paranum trying to get by on the carousel, but Goran Jr. didn't care at all for that. Dislodged it, but opportunity back to Time as they will intercept and press forward.
Alright, I'm gonna try Fire Ninja clear down.
Nope.
Yep.
Well, back into the back of the goal, towards that clock area. Time getting there with some seconds to spare. Picked off at the tunnel by a Void, but good stun to dislodge by Lulz. Causing some more trouble in that midfield. Tortoise, though, still some way, somehow finding an opportunity. So there's a Void and a Void to Tortoise. Tortoise gets the assist, and they are up by 4. Erosion, good start.
Nice goal there from Corrosion, as they do get that early lead. They're up by 2 pointers now. That is 4 points in total. High Voltage just have the disc. They aren't gonna let it. They aren't gonna let them take it that easy. As the pass does go down, they have a stack. Goran Jr. gonna pick that one up, pass it short to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja trying to go for the long pass now. Down, but Time is gonna pick that one up. Try and get the clear down. Not able to get it though, as it is picked up by Lulz. Lulz going for the pass over to Isolate. Isolate gets stunned out by that stack though. It does go all the way down. Time's gonna pick it up and look for that clear.
Just trying to look for that passing chemistry again. I mean, they are making some good passes. The problem is it's going directly into players who are well covered a lot of the time thus far in this round. So they need to be careful of that. This time just flinging it kind of haphazardly into the bubble where there's a couple of defenders able to secure. And this is one of those situations they're only down by 4. But looking at the rhythm currently for High Voltage, this is a situation where they really would need a reset, maybe even a timeout at some point if they can afford it, because they're not in any kind of hole yet, but the rhythm, the body language is looking a little bit chaotic. So it's something to monitor here. But that said, an open goal might just undo that completely. And sometimes that is all you need. There's the first one. The first 3 make that. And they're on the board all of a sudden.
What an angle there from Fire Ninja. I think that was like a 10 meter degree angle. There we go.
There you
I
go.
said it. Out of the tubes now, it's going to be Corrosion with this one. It's going to be picked up by a Void. A Void going for the short pass over Time. Ooh, Tortoise wasn't able to get down there in time. But Time's going to pick this one up now. Pressured by Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja almost grabbing the hand on it. The reset back. The stack is there from High Voltage. Possible shot there to the left, though. And that's picked up by Isolate now. Isolate's going to try and juke out Time. Time's going to grab it, though, and just clear that all the way down High Voltage side.
Nice defense there from Time, and will be taken by Paranum trying to tap it out. And another tap pass. Look at these quick releases, and they're going to get another goal. A Void from Tortoise, but hockey assist to everyone there on the Corrosion side. That was phenomenally executed to precision.
Their shots are so clean. Like, both team shots are both very clean. Then again, this is the top tier of the game here, or the second top tier, should I say, because some of these teams are Diamond, not Master yet. But Tortoise is going to try and take this one in, cut pass over, and shot from Time. Nice one. They're now up by 5.
You know what? These guys are diamonds, but it's not in the rough. These are smooth sailing players at the master tier of execution. We're seeing it right there. They cause an immediate turnover off the joust. They find the crisscross of passes all around that bubble. They assault a very bothered goalie, and now they capitalize on an 8-3 lead. So momentum is certainly in the favor of Blue Squad, and with another take back by Paranum on this end, another turnover, and this avalanche is starting to form. High Voltage need to be careful because they are playing with fire, and they need to get that electricity going on their end quite soon, as they once again just can't quite get there.
Yeah, the stack is there, and that's a clear out from Void. Not able to get it, though. Isolate with the pass over to Lulz. Lulz trying to get that cut over to Goran, but Time's just going to clear that one all the way down. It does get down. Stack's there. Tortoise with the shot, and that's another 3 for Corrosion.
Explosive 11-3 lead. There's still 4 minutes left, but High Voltage, they're just not able to break through that defense, it seems like. throwing it into that bubble, it's either missed passes or just a lot of these intercepts thanks to the great dive defense coming in and the lane marking also from Corrosion in general. They are just playing those angles beautifully so. As an open three, maybe just missing, and will be an unfortunate result there as they might get a 2 as consolation. There it is. Fire Ninja proclaiming their 5th point.
Alright, High Voltage, they have time to come back here, but not too much at this point in the game, as Corrosion is up by 6, but I believe they can do it. They want to hold their master title, but Corrosion can also do it. They're both about the same right now. Pass goes to the left, Tortoise with it. Clear down, trying to hit Paranim. Not able to get a hand on it. Stack is there. Fire Ninja picking it up. Juking out Paranim. Passing to the right tunnel. Just cleared that stack, barely though. And the clear is down from Fire Ninja.
If they're going to make a run, this is where it needs to happen. They scored once. Can they do it again? A handoff play to the barrier, but denies it. Avoid another big save coming in the depths of the 3rd round this time. And no time better than the present. That's a gift. It's Lulz trying to wrap one up and shoot it up. It's going to be a little too high. A rebound going to Paranim. And now the clock starting to tick and the window starting to close, at least on this series, if they cannot get another goal in the next several seconds. Another one here. Could be some early icing from Corrosion, and indeed dicing it into the rim. Paranim.
That was a very close bounce shot there. I don't know who it was. It was probably time, but yeah, that might be the ice on this one. Voltage still has time for it, but they're going to need to ramp it up to maximum voltage to get this one. And Isolate's going to pass that one left. Goran Jr. trying to get the pass right, but time's there. The stack is there all the way down. Orange Bubble now picked up by a Void, and that's another 2. And Corrosion is now up by 10.
Definitely in a groove at this point. They feel that next round in the upper brackets impending at this point. Now for High Voltage, now the thing is, talk about some prior stories from prior Challenger Cups and prior seasons. Also worth noting, significantly, that High Voltage in the last Challenger Cup has another turnover here. My goodness.
Oh my.
May still be a goal yet, and just kept it off with a 3. The time machine gets it done. 18 on the board.
It's a crazy headbutt.
Headbutt putback. You love to see it. Well, depending on, I guess, which side of the floor you're on, but that is some nastiness just to cap things off.
Oh my god, again. They're so fast.
That was a 1.25 joust time there. Unbelievably brisk. I'm not even sure that's the right word. I can't find the words to describe that speed, but they are getting it done heavy-handedly here, because I mean, it wasn't that long ago that it was still relatively close, and all of a sudden they're approaching 20 points.
Yeah, it's crazy. Isolate has this one. Trying to get that cleared down, it's kind of successful. It's just on the edge of the high voltage zone, but Time's going to pick it up. Long 3 possibly there, and Isolate's going to pick that one up once again. Clear is good. All the way down. Goran Jr. with it. The stack is all the way back at goal already. Goran Jr. pass over to Isolate. Isolate trying to get that shot, but it's a pass to Lulz. Lulz going for the pass up to Fire Ninja and not able to get that one as it does go far.
Well, as we do cap things off here on this round, maybe another shot yet to come. Looking like that'll be the case, taking it, but let's save from Isolate. As I was trying to mention earlier before that headbutt goal, for High Voltage in the Challenger Cup 3 of Season 3, so to earn their way into Master, they did drop the first 2 matches. Or the first, it was a more of a different format there, so it wasn't double limb like it is now, but regardless, they dropped their first 2 matches, and then they came back and essentially reverse swept the cup to actually earn their way into Master. So this is not a team in High Voltage that's unfamiliar with adversity and overcoming it in these Challenger Cups prior. But with this one, it is double elimination now this season. So they got the 1 loss on the board. They can only afford one. Well, they can't afford one more, and that's going to be a mountain to climb. Meanwhile, for Corrosion, they're kind of feeling on top of the mountain right now. They just overcame a definitive Master team to take their first win of this cup. Immense effort and very fun to watch, certainly. High-scoring affair and a highlight-filled affair like that.
Yeah, definitely. It was a heated match down to the very end. High voltage. I feel like they're going to be a threat in the upcoming games.
They're going to be a threat to a lot of teams at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to be following them to their next round?
We shall see. Let's see. Well, here on Channel 3, we will be following High Voltage against the loser of Bangarang and Ding. So, schedules, let's see, as they may be, looks like... Alright, so Hive Mind won their match against Skyline. Another interesting development there. Hive Mind, of course, the Master Team last Cup. And Skyline, a defending Master Team this Cup. But Hive Mind won in 2 rounds. They'll be facing off against Redshift. That will be on Channel 2, it looks like. And then for our venue stream, we will have... let's see. Corrosion facing off against the winner of Bangarang and Ding, which I think is yet to be determined, so still waiting on that. But with that said, we will head to an intermission here in a moment. Checking on VRML 2 right now. Looks like Bangarang and Ding are currently in the 2nd round. No, the 3rd round, I believe. And down to the last couple of minutes, a 5-point lead for Bangarang, though, thus far. So go on, tune over to that channel, Channel 2. I'll also probably pull it up and stream in a minute, if nothing else. But that said, yeah, we will be right back with you guys. And wherever you are, whichever channel, thanks for joining. But until then, stay tuned, and we will be back real soon.
Advantage. You got to be faster than this, Pigeon. Trying to draw that defense out, but now sending it to the near side. Trap, Franzel trying to does juke around that defender. It's just enough to shoot somebody to really look at a cross there, but good coverage at mid. As his teammates all boost in here, Pigeon. There on the far side, a good slap by Rodrock. Gets this one out down into the trap. Into the trench. The other trench is going to try to track it down. Right on his tail. Right, he's going to get that stun.
I'm Aiden VR. Today, I'm reviewing High Voltage. The mans themselves. We have Lols, Isolate, Glean, Fire Ninja, and Goran Jr. all with me today in the arena. So, guys, what type of training are you doing to prepare for the Challenger Cup?
We're scrimming a lot this week and last week leading up to CC, just to, get ready for what we're going to be playing against.
How are you guys feeling coming into this? Are you hyped or are you kind of...
We're ready! We're so ready! Oh my god! I'm ready to sweep the competition.
Yeah, we're always ready for some extra challenge.
I mean, you guys got a lot of challenging competition. Who are you most scared about,
Nobody.
if anyone?
We aren't. Nobody.
I would say we're not really scared of facing any of these teams. We are excited to see what a lot of them can do. But then again, we'll take our odds over almost anyone else.
All right. And finally, how is it different playing in Master Tier this cycle? You guys have been Diamond up until this cycle. How is it different?
We were Master last
More
cycle.
competition. Ignite is a thing, Ignite comes in, like a reality check, you get up there. Yeah.
And certainly with the last cycle bringing in competition like LA Destroyers and whatnot, things have gotten a bit tougher as things have started to flatten out. A lot of these teams that are on the newer side, especially the NEPA teams, started to gel even better than they were before. So certainly things got tougher along this cycle, but we're hoping that this CC we can bring things back and we can make our way into finals leading up to that exciting 10-team tournament.
Yeah, thank you guys. I've been in VR. This has been High Voltage joining me today. You guys have been amazing. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time. Hello, everybody. I'm Aiden VR. Right besides me, interviewing with me is Solar P, the man himself. Besides me as well, it's Super Buddy.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, you're on Team Ding. What type of training have you guys been doing to prepare for the Challenger Cup coming up?
We've done a lot of training, scrim at least once a week, We've done a lot of work as a team. We've talked a couple of times in a VC. It's a lot of hard work.
How are you guys feeling coming into the Challenger Cup?
Well, we're the newest team out there. Obviously, Redshift started at the same time as us, but it's essentially the same roster as 7. We're gonna have to put out the work and practicing more, because all these other teams have had experiences together and a longer time playing.
All right, so Ding kind of being the underdogs, people have been looking down on you guys for a while. How do you feel about that? Like, what's the impact on your team been like?
I mean, we haven't really cared that much because it's kind of just normal for newer teams, but we know we can compete with the rest, and we know where we are in the rankings, and we think we could carry that into the Challenger Cup.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for coming again. That was Solar P, and that was Aiden VR, and we'll see you guys next time.
That's just rude.
VRware. Our passion is for the future. where our passion is for the future.
Matt still gets the pass across. Zenith pulls off the Dusty. Zenith going to walk this one to the edge of the bubble. They have an opportunity here once again. Leverage takes a shot.
Not going to send it in. Going to do some styling. Going to wait. Oh!
As Kanger sending this one over there to Aiden off the backboard. Shrem now sending him across there to Ender. Crossing over to Cruz, and goal is wide open. As that one slapped back, Antarctic's there on the back line. Antarctic sending this one in. Sugar Fluff. One more pass there behind the goal.
On the vote that who thought would win. And they get it again. And it's going to be the Raptors. Mozzie coming in. Mozzie. They got to take this second round. They got to force a third round on Ignite. That's a lot of stuns coming through. That's the lead.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to dox him and tell him what school you're in, but oh my goodness, that's incredible. And just like that game with a teammate holding on.
All right, everybody, hello and welcome back once again to VR Master League here in the North American Challenger Cup Day 1. On the cast, I still remain Palador, and that still remains Aiden VR, and we are getting ready to get set on this lower bracket match, so it is win or go home, or stay home, as the case may be. They are in VR after all, but either way, it's high voltage. We're following them from that match against Corrosion, which they dropped in 3 rounds, and 3 exciting ones at that. But will be Ding coming along here after their loss to Bangarang, trying to find their redemption. So with that, Aiden, what's your thoughts on this impending matchup here?
This should be a great matchup. Like, both teams might have lost the previous matches, but don't count them out, as Ding just basically went head-to-head with Bangarang, took a round from them, and got really close in the 3rd round. So yeah, Ding definitely not to be messed with right now, same with high voltage.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen, so both these teams, you're right, coming off of three-round series there in the first round of brackets, that is to say. This is a double elimination style tournament here in the Challengers Cup, of course, taking the bottom 2 master teams facing off against the top 6 diamond teams. And of course, the winners of this 2-day event, they'll be able to not only claim their title of being a master team, but they'll also be able to claim their title as finalists of Season 4.
The shiny little badge.
Making their way to the finals next weekend, getting the shiny little badge, as you say, inside the game, and be right up there with the at the very, very top level of the most visible, the most streamed, and the highest skilled teams in the league across North America and Europe for these Challenger Cups. And then, of course, Oceania, which does not have the same system of promotion relegation yet, but just the same, we saw them last night. I was casting their Community Cup. They had the top 4 teams in Oceania competing in a double elim tournament that we casted for several hours there. And those matches were phenomenal as well. Super exciting. Had a couple 3-rounders at the end. It was Leviathan, though, took it away. So really, top to bottom, region to region, Echo is booming right now. It's popping off.
Yeah, definitely. All regions right now are trying their best to, finish as a finalist, but...
Speaking of popping off, it looks like these teams are popping right off of the server. And oh dear, we got juked just when I thought we had all 8 in the game ready to go. Well, it looks like we'll be hanging out a few more minutes for a potential server switch here. So we'll monitor that situation, I do suppose. But we'll hopefully get another invite here rather quickly and have your second round of matches up for you here. Of course, VRML venue stream as well as VRML 2 is also running at the moment, so you guys can go visit that. It looks like Redshift and Hivemind has already gotten started there in the last few minutes of round 1. Redshift ahead by 7 points there. Meanwhile, over on the venue side of things, Bangarang and Corrosion is starting within next minute, it looks like. First round has not started yet, but all 8 players are in the game, so you got some choices while we get into perhaps a new server here on this end of things.
Question is, which will you choose?
All 3, why not? Now some people do that. They keep 2 of the channels muted and then they just have the video feed pulled up for the other ones or something.
I feel like my Wi-Fi wouldn't like that very much right now.
Probably not, yeah. But you have your choices. You can tune into one, you can tune into them all, mute what you please. Have the video for one and then the audio for a different one. That'd be weird, but you can do it. The choice is yours. As we find ourselves all alone in this server.
Well, hey, you can get a look at the arena. That's the arena right there. It's where all the players play in. Beautiful place.
That it is. All right, okay, so until we can get into the next one, what I'll do is just another brief little intermission. So sorry, false alarm, folks, but we'll reorganize into the next server. And again, channels, not one, but venues and channel 2 are both running right now, so go there. We'll be right back with your match, I promise, in a few minutes, hopefully. All right, greetings, dear viewership. We are back again here on VRML 3 for your Challenger Cup. Hopefully no jukes this time. I think this match about to start. High Voltage versus Ding in the lower bracket of Challenger Cup. So it is all on the line. Win or you're done for the day, for the weekend, for the season, for that matter. It's all down to this. So once again on the cast, I'm Palador, being joined by Aiden VR, and Wit is our moderator for the afternoon. Aiden, here we go. No jukes. We've got the first round about to start.
Yay! Alright, so both teams all fired up. They're warmed up as well. They've, I believe, 2 matches before this one. But out of the tubes, it's going to be headbutt over from Ding. I don't even know where it is right now. Oh, it's in the hands of the green pigeon. That green pigeon, sorry. They're going to move that one back and just wait for an open pass. And they will get the open pass over. G. Tyler trying to pick that one up. Stunned out there by Goran. And Super Buddy with the reset back. Picked up by Lols. Lols with the clear all the way down.
Hello.
Possible shot
Hello.
here. That's a shot. Oh my god. What a nice one there from Lols. Half court.
Oh, Lols has just showed up for that first goal. What a statement that is to make for your very first shot of the game on the opposite end of that tunnel. Phenomenal hit. And High Voltage, they got started the right way. You're kind of wondering if they feel deflated after maybe that first loss. Apparently not. What a confident hit.
Yeah, oh my god, another one coming in. Bit low though, Goran Jr. picking this one up. Trying to follow in the steps of Lols, as they do say. But Lols is gonna pass that one back over to Fire Ninja. Or sorry, Goran Jr. And Goran's gonna look for that pass over. Fire Ninja not able to get a hand on it. Stack is there. Picked up by Super Buddy. Slapped down. It's gonna be a stack there. Green Pigeon and Jay Franzel picking that one up. All the way down to high voltage side. Now shot there. Fire Ninja with the save and the clear.
Nice grab. There's the stacks. There's the leeches. All aplenty. But back first, G. Tyler with a disc. Trying to contest there. Goran and Super Buddy on the back line. Now separating as the passes just as well separate here in the tunnel. Losing the handles on the disc will be grabbed back by Jay Franzel. Opting for a reset. A dangerous one at that, but they still find the mark as a deeper reset yet to Super Buddy. And now realigning and spacing out on the floor.
Yeah, it was a pass right to Green Pigeon. Green Pigeon's going to move forward. Pass over to G. Tyler. G. Tyler with the shot. And that's the first two for Ding.
And G Wiz, it just whizzed on by. And G. Tyler is a player who can pile on some points without a doubt. Really, for a lot of these players. Mentioning on streams lately how... I've been back in the game the last few weeks. I have an opportunity to play with a lot of these players after casting them the last couple of years, but actually getting my first-hand experience with a lot of these players, including the likes of Fire Ninja and Lulz, G Tyler, that Green Pigeon. I've played with all of them in recent weeks, and man, you think the game is fast and intense just watching the cast. Once you're back in the game, it gets even faster and more intense yet. These are some thrilling players, and that is a thrilling save from Isolate. Able to get that out of there.
Yeah, Lulz has that one. I definitely agree with you though, Palador. These teams are... It's crazy to cast, but to watch in the same shot there from Isolate. But yeah, it's definitely crazy. They're a lot faster in the game than in the cast. That clear does go good. Is that a shot? Possibly, but off the backboard. Wrong side. Super Buddy with the shot, and that's a 2. Ding is now up by 1.
Nice job by Super Buddy getting there just in time before any more defense could bother. Taking advantage of the breakaway goal. 3 minutes in and a few goals combined here, but only 1 point of separation favoring Ding currently.
Yeah, it's going to be high voltage's disc now. They're going to come out of that tube. Isolate's going to pass to the left. Goran Jr. passing right. I've seen this roll out before in the last game. But Fire Ninja going to take that one forward. Try and get that pass over to Goran, but Isolate's going to pick that one, G. Tyler's going to pick that one up and put it down there. It does go all the way down to high voltage bubble. It's going to be picked up by G. Tyler. G. Tyler one with the goalie going for the shot, and it's off the ding ring. That is, I think, the first ding ring shot we've had all cast.
Yeah, barely missing on that opportunity and will translate to perhaps some offense, having trouble with the handles, but Isolate gets it right back after a stun. So Isolate backing it out there to Lulz, but Lulz immediately flinging it back. Too much sauce on that one, perhaps, as it will be a turnover cut. That Green Pigeon letting that loose, and just as quickly is a stack. Maybe a little too fast. The first one missed. The second one gets it right back, and a great grab by Goran Jr., looking like the goalie Goran of old for a moment there, able to save the day before some brawls in the trench unfold.
Yeah, Jay Franzel gonna pick this one up. Just gonna hold it for a little bit. They have the point. They're gonna pass over to Green Pigeon. That Green Pigeon gonna move up, pass low. Super Buddy trying to put that one in. Isolate with an amazing save though. Back to Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel gonna juke out Fire Ninja. Go for the backboard pass. Able to hit though as it does get picked up by Lowell. Stunned out though. And G. Tyler trying to go for the shot once again. Save! I think that was Fire Ninja, but the clear does go down all the way to mid.
Phenomenal job there from the defense. Isolate and Fire Ninja popping off for a shot. Could it be? No. Just taking it back as Green Pigeon. So down the line they go. It's a tight one here, but the defense showing that intensity and that fantastic focus in what is a high pressure situation. Gotta give hats off as Goran now tries to send that over down below, eventually capturing the disc as Lulz and capturing it right back. Franzel was in the goal. A little ambitious there. Another save and a clear.
Yeah, what a clear it was all the way down. That Green Pigeon gonna pick it up, gonna put that one in, just gonna slam it in for the 2, and they're now up by 3.
Both teams having some breakaway opportunities that they weren't able to convert upon, but eventually it'll settle into the goal favoring Ding. So this roster, and as you were talking about before the stream and those interviews that you guys conducted on the creators team. Now this is a team in Ding who self-admittedly they might not practice a whole lot, and yet they're here in the Challengers Cup with that fantastic mechanical skill and the stack coordination. I mean, they're doing some work despite all of that.
Yeah, Super Buddy's gonna pick that one up, pass it low to G Tyler. G Tyler passing it to Green Pigeon. Jay Frenzel shot one of them with the goalie, and that's in.
And right there, High Voltage finding themselves in a little bit of an early hole again, which is obviously not what they wanted to see. They got started off with that phenomenal 3 from Lulz from deep in the tunnel, but since then, just a big run. Uncontested here, 8 points for Ding, who are continuing to establish themselves and trying to claim that Master Division away from the likes of High Voltage as Goran works their way in, and in it is. Excellence on the execution, 12-second goal.
Yeah, Ding doing really good against this High Voltage team here. Ding is a new team this season, I believe. They might have played last season, I don't know though.
Yes
but,
and no.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's a roster that they played back in Season 2. It was a different roster, I think, minus Super Buddy, I want to say, is the only one returning from the old Ding roster. If you go farther back, Ding, including the exclamation point and all, Ding was also a team back in ESL in Season 1, with a completely separate roster out there, obviously. But this is a name that is kind of echo tradition at this point. Been gone for a season, they're back once again, and they are back on the attack, and that Green Pigeon will clap back for the 10-5 lead.
Yeah, great shot there from Green Pigeon. That's gonna be Ding coming back with that one, up by 5 now. High Voltage not gonna let it happen that easily though. They're gonna try and get a few more points, but Ding as well. Out of the tubes now, it's gonna be Isolate passing left over. Goran Jr. is gonna have this one, gonna move it forward, look for the pass. Short pass over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja down to Lulz. Lulz being pressured by Super Buddy and getting that stun out. Jay Frenzel picking it up and clearing it down.
A pretty good line up the floor on those passes, but unfortunately it will go for a 3 on the other end. Off the turnover, a breakout goal, only 18 seconds off the clock this time, and pulling ahead even more is Ding.
Yeah, High Voltage needs to get some voltage in those stacks of theirs. Not moving as fast as they did last game. But out of the tubes now, Isolate passing left, Goran Jr. We got a relay there. Fire Ninja grabbing this one, pressured by 2 stacks. Passing back to Goran Jr. Goran Jr. ducking. Ooh. Goran Jr. passing to the right. Lulz passing to the low. And that's a shot, but a save there from that Green Pigeon. An amazing save it was. Picked up now by Isolate. Isolate, long shot. Not able to get that one. Does bounce low. And this one will be picked up by Goran Jr. Lulz gonna reset that one back. It's gonna be Fire Ninja. Sorry, Goran Jr. with this one, passing over. Fire Ninja will pick this one up. Pressured by Jay Frenzel, back over Isolate. Isolate back to Goran. Goran gonna try and take this one in, and he will take it in. That's a 2-point lead. Not lead.
Cut into the lead for 2 points, but 7 points on the board now. That was a beautiful Matador type move from Goran, kind of showing and going with the disc to duck out a couple of defenders as they approached. So something you always got to keep in mind when Goran is diving at you. I don't know how to stop it exactly, but it starts with recognizing that that guy is gonna do just that more often than not. A very tough player to deal with when they're diving in the goal. And not only on the shots, but also, as I said, willing passer as well when the timing is right. Fortunately, the time is about out here, Aiden, and it will indeed be that first round victory coming soon for Ding, who played very well to start this one off.
Yeah, Ding doing really well against High Voltage here. High Voltage been playing much longer, but obviously that doesn't matter to Ding as their skill together. Lots of clean passes from both teams, must say. High Voltage doing well though. They are keeping it together. They're doing their best. They might have lost their past match, but that's not stopping them from keep going.
Yeah, not at all. They're the team. I mean, they had this experience in just the last match as well. They dropped the first round. They came back in the second in strong fashion, so they could definitely do it again. And for that matter, they're going to have to do that if they want to stay alive and see to the finals, become finalists for the second season in a row. High Voltage. We will see what the next round provides, but if you're a fan of Ding and what they're doing, well, you are a happy camper because they have shown up in explosive fashion. They've been able to take away points from High Voltage just based on a lot of these stacks and these breakaway goals where a turnover is caused one way or the other, and they're down the floor in a hurry. They find themselves those open goals, and they are taking full advantage of every opportunity that's been given to them just about. Despite otherwise, I mean, playing well, you know, High Voltage, they had some stellar saves in there as well earlier on. You know, they started off with a great 3, a couple of saves from Isolate throughout that round, a Fire Ninja as well. But when it came to the offense, I'm seeing similar things as we saw in the last match for High Voltage, where those passes in the bubble, they're just getting covered and cut off. Well, that said, setting out into the second round. Here we go.
Yeah, we're gonna get that start there. The countdown has begun, and it is now ended. Stacks are out. High Voltage getting this one long.
Fire Ninja off of a Joust goal. Not even time to react. Instead, just a nuclear reaction. And the action picking up the pace. So once more, High Voltage starting off another round with another 3. This one even more disgusting than the last one from Lulz to begin round 1. So that can definitely buy your team a whole lot of momentum.
Yeah, they must be super happy about that one. But Ding, not so happy about that one. They're gonna try and get some points back, and it's G Tyler moving forward on that station now, moving forward to the double diamond. Gonna wait now. G Tyler passing low. Green Pigeon going for the shot, and that's a save by Isolate there, and Fire Ninja getting the cleared down. It will be good. Possible shot here. Lul's gonna pick that one up. The goalie stacks there. And that's going to be, getting ahead there. And that's going to be Green Pigeon with the clear.
Yeah, Lul's getting a little hung up on the barrier there. Couldn't really find enough momentum. So this is going to be, guess what, a breakaway goal. We've seen it before. We've seen it again. Tying it up at 3 apiece now for Ding. That was Jay Franzel contributing that trio of points. So here we go. Goal for goal to start. It's effectively back at 0-0. And off of those 2 threes, let's see now which team has a better rhythm to start off these next couple of minutes.
It's going to be picked up now by Isolate, passing left. They have their chains on it, though. And stunned out there. Once again, Lulz is just on the stuns right now. Madman with the disc. And it's a reset over. Super Buddy with the slap down. It will be successful all the way into High Voltage zone, but it will bounce back. And Lulz still on top of it. He's crazy right now with the possession. Pass over to that Green Pigeon. That Green Pigeon's just gonna wait and go for the long pass over, and that's a shot there from Super Buddy, but unable to connect and clear.
Props to High Voltage. They are definitely turning up the defensive heat. They already had some great saves and stifling plays in round 1, but just the same in round 2. They're doing it again and again, although they do leave the goal maybe prematurely, as it will be open for a shot from G Tyler, and that injection of points gets them up by a couple now.
Great clean shot there from G Tyler. Yeah, honestly, this is a really amazing match to watch. I know High Voltage didn't do as good as they were probably planning in the first round, but this second round, they're neck and neck right now. And out of the tubes, it's Isolate once again, passing left to Goran. Goran passing low over to Lulz. Lulz having this one, passing low once again. And Fire Ninja going for the shot. Saved there from Jay Frenzel. And it does get cleared down.
Yeah, 4 players in the goal versus the lone one for High Voltage. That opportunity that was initially there was lost rather quickly in a great grab nonetheless, although it does get sent back into the orange lane. There's a pair of stacks, both of them in fact, just for Ding, able to get there first with a lot of time to spare. So High Voltage opting to play the mid lines a little bit and trying not to get too clustered and also not stuck behind, as a very deep heave will just get picked off by Isolate, and I guess the defense did pay off, as it will be High Voltage at possession with a walk up the floor.
Yeah, walk up the floor off the head though. And G Tyler with the long shot off the backboard. Oh my god. What a crazy shot there. G Tyler, crazy one.
G Tyler now matching. We had Fire Ninja with a joust goal in the second round to start things off, and now G Tyler going to the corner. Always a reliable place to put it off of those deep heaves to give it a chance to go in. And G Tyler showing why he is cracked. Not cracking, but cracked this season and last season as well. One of those players fast on the rise. As Fire Ninja now trying to get back and rise to that occasion as Goran Jr. sends it on over, but missing as it grazes by, bouncing off the barrier, off the nest rather. Another clear, an opportunity maybe about to be had as it bounces off the nest. The nest playing, or not the nest, the Nugget playing some defense. As Green Pigeon causes some great offense into the goal. Technical goal. It's 10-3.
Yeah, what a goal there from Ding. Ding is now ahead. Pause from High Voltage, I believe. But this is such an intense game so far. Both teams doing really well to hang in there. High Voltage just not getting the goals they want to. But it's rather than that, it's really close so far, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, you know, for High Voltage, they're still putting in some impressive defense. Even the last goal, although it still went against them, still had some hands on the disc at least to disrupt and give them a chance at saving. They were playing very, very stifling defense, but the problem is when they get on the offensive side of things, they are likewise being stifled even more so by Ding, losing possession of the disc at times, and as well some of these passes I've been mentioning across both of these matches that High Voltage has had that we've followed here on VRML 3. A lot of these passes are going into heavy traffic when they otherwise would connect, but they're going to players who are already covered and about to be stunned or otherwise disrupted. Meanwhile, some of their other passes, which maybe are open, are coming in with a little bit too much heat behind it, making it tough catches and some unforced errors in that regard. It's tough because you obviously want to throw fast enough to evade the Ding stacks, which are playing aggressively and double stack defense a lot of the time. But it's always a balance that you have to keep, and right now High Voltage is just having a little bit of trouble on the offensive side of things, being able to maneuver around that kind of pace and that kind of spacing, or lack thereof, that Ding is offering.
Yeah, another thing I've noticed, Ding always has a defensive stack ready to just push out. Like when High Voltage was doing their rollouts, and they normally go for long passes down into Ding's zone, but Ding noticed that, and they just have their defensive stack ready to push for those long passes and intercept them.
Yeah, and it's tough because that kind of pressure at this level of play, it's always one of those cases where even passes that are good and that do connect, more often than not, you don't have more than a few seconds to hold onto that disc until you have somebody pressuring you from the defense and forcing you into another decision. And that's when the communication plays its heaviest role, is being able to kind of think, 1, 2, 3 passes ahead even sometimes. Just having an idea of the general area of where your teammates are, having that communicated at all times, that way that when you are under that pressure all of a sudden, which happens fast, you know somewhere where you can kind of reset it to, or somewhere you can dump it off to while you deal with the stacks or the defenders coming at you quickly. And this is something that High Voltage has historically been very good at. In their whole rise throughout Season 3, to get to the Master Tier, they were among the best of the best in the Diamond Division at executing that team play, the communication, and the coordinated passes around that bubble especially. But just having such a tough time here today, and whether some of that is just some miscommunications on their part, or whether it's just some stifling defense from the opposition, which I think more likely than not, it's a mix of both happening here today. And, High Voltage has come from the depths of defeat before, in the end of last season, to still succeed in the cup, but they cannot afford another loss here in this cup today. So they need to turn up that heat, and they need to do it within the next 5.5 minutes of action.
Yeah, they're not a team to give up so easily. That's how a lot of teams are nowadays. A lot of teams just don't give up, and that's why it's becoming more challenging every season. More teams just they have that fierce play style, I guess. They all want to win. They all want to take it to the next level, and that's the reason this game keeps growing, and we're growing as a community too because of just everything that's happening.
Yeah. It's. I always like to use the phrase, "rising tide lifts all boats." When it comes to the community, when it comes to Echo, when it comes to its competitive scene, or another. If you're a fan of more idioms, iron sharpens iron. Whatever the case is, the point is teams getting better, just means, well, everyone gets better. Everyone's sharpening each other in terms of that skill level and that competition. So that is exactly why we see all season long in all three of our regions, we are seeing, the elite teams who've kind of ran roughshod over the league the last several years now on varying rosters or teams. They're dropping rounds, they're dropping games. You're seeing all over the Master Division, teams taking games off each other. Dimwee calls it the Ouroboros effect, kind of here in North America especially, where you're seeing those teams in the middle of Master all taking games off each other. It doesn't really matter the seed. It's like rock, paper, scissors. One team beats this team, beats that team, beats that team. The lines are very much blurred now in those upper tiers. But that's it. Here we go. Rest of the round, and let's see if they can get it going with a successful play here at the halfway point of round 2.
Yeah, great talk there, Palador, but we will get started, and Isolate will have the disc once again, passing left to Goran Jr. Goran Jr. now has it on that double diamond, passing low to Lulz, and Lulz passing cross over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja back over to Lulz, but Lulz is sent out by G Tyler. This one will be slapped over by Goran Jr. Gonna attempted pick up by Lulz, almost a shot there, but Jay Franzel in goal. This one's gonna be picked up by Fire Ninja and slapped back. Isolate's gonna have this one, give the long pass over. Goran Jr. having it, pressured by Jay Franzel, but it does get down. And once again, a reset, deja vu. Long pass over this time. Lulz is going to have it. Maybe take this one in. Look for the cut pass. Fire Ninja not able to pick it up. But it's in the hands of G Tyler now. Going to move forward and get the clear.
Overall, that was some great passing for High Voltage for most of that play. But then at the very end, on that final one, just again, too much heat on the pass, perhaps, and a little too far out of reach. And it's always that last one that's closest to the bubble sometimes, that last pass that can undo otherwise great offense. They have one here, and there it goes again, right underneath the bubble within feet of it, but absolutely collapsed upon by 3 different defenders, causing a turnover before Goran takes it back, and maybe a punish. Oh, that is huge. That is huge for High Voltage that they just got that goal and punished that open one on the divers who left a little too soon.
High Voltage turning up the heat and the electricity. They're turning all the knobs either way. Yeah, what a nice shot there from Goran. It's going to be in the hands of that green pigeon. Passing low to Super Buddy. Super Buddy is going to pass it over. That green pigeon once again having it with the clear down. Trying to get their stacks down there. But Isolate is also down there, and he's going to pick that one up and go for a clear.
Into the mid zone, and also what's up, I see Steel in there. Talk about our ding players of yesteryear. Well, that said, it's Goran Jr. right in here and looking very good on another shot. That's 2 in a row for Goran, and Goran is a go as High Voltage pulls within 2 points now.
They're crazy. So they definitely got better from that timeout. They took times, they cleared their heads, maybe they took off their headset like Dimwee always tells us to do. But G Tyler's gonna have the Goran picking it up once again. Long 3. They took the lead by 1 now. They turned it around in 2 minutes.
A timeout makes all the difference sometimes, and when you say they took the lead, well, Goran in particular just scored 3 in a row. 2 threes, 1, 2, and check 1, 2. Is this thing on? We have ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 1-point lead for High Voltage in the bottom of the second, and they need this win to force that third and stay alive in this, indeed, lower bracket win-or-go-home match.
Yeah, they're not gonna let their momentum shift very easily, as it does get down. Super Buddy's gonna pick that one up. Isolate's back in goal. 1-on-1 with the goalie possibly here. Pass over to Green Pigeon. A little wide though. And the shot, and off the ding ring, Goran Jr. slapping it over. Jay Franzel picking it up. Shot. Once again, Isolate.
Wow.
Being a crazy goalie, and the clear does go all the way down. Never mind off the geo there. It's gonna be picked up by Isolate and trying to clear it out. Jay Franzel is there once again. looking for passes, looking for openings, and the reset. The stack is there from High Voltage. Moving forward, Green Pigeon pass up. G. Tyler stack is stunned out currently, I believe. But just juking on the floor for a little bit. Long pass up. Green Pigeon not able to get a hand on it once again. It's going to be picked up by Goran Jr. Oh my god, this is crazy. And the clear from Lols.
Look, it's obvious at this point. You can tell. There's another goal. You can tell when the momentum has shifted, and my goodness, has it shifted. Absolutely nothing going right for Ding at the moment, and it's going to happen to any team in any given match. But between the saves, the missed passes, the missed goals, and the turnovers there, a lot of chances, but that shift is so tangible. You can see it in the body language, and High Voltage, this is their round to win now, and they are going to go for another one off of Goran's turnover caused great effect, and maximum heat being put in by Goran Jr. in the last few minutes. They're up by 6. Round 3 is coming.
They came from, I think it was 6 points all the way up to 16. They've scored 10 points in the last 4 minutes. This team is insane.
Incredible, insane, all of the above. Look, why do we say timeout sometimes? Look, it matters. And why do I say sometimes, all the time in fact, you can't take your foot off the pedal. You can't take any of these wins or momentum for granted, because that window was open just enough, and boy, did High Voltage come back in an unlikely and spectacular fashion. Round 3 as a result. How about it?
It's so amazing to watch both these teams play. This is literally, it could be any one of their tickets into the Master Tier. High Voltage already has their ticket, but it can be revoked from them.
Yeah, High Voltage here, the defending Master Team in a sense, coming off of Master Tier this season. For Ding, they're the team coming from the Diamond Division, trying to capitalize and trying to earn their way into it. High Voltage, though, and I mentioned this as an ongoing story, even back in the first match that we casted there between High Voltage and Corrosion, where this is, fortunately, unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, but I think in this case, fortunately for High Voltage, familiar territory. They have gotten in these holes before, and these dumps in terms of the Challenger Cup context, where they start off a little bit rugged, can't quite put it together, and yet they power through it because they did that in the end of Season 3, in that last Challengers Cup. They powered through 2 losses in a row in that format to make their way into Master, because they reverse sweep. They won their next 3 matches, and they earned their way into Master Tier last season. This time, double elimination format, so they can only afford that 1 loss, but nonetheless, here they are, looking like they were dead in the water for a minute there and about to go down with a sweep, and instead, they're the ones who cleaned up. They swept up. They got back, and they forced this round 3. This is why they are Master, and they earned their way to Master, and this is why for Ding, they're going to have to complete another 10 minutes of excellence to still have hopes at that opportunity to become finalists.
Yeah, I'm just, they literally came back from what looked like odds that you could not come back from, and they did it anyways. Timeouts, they're so important in Echo Arena. If your team is stressing out, if they just take a break, take off your headset for like a minute or 2, it makes all the difference. It makes a team more, like, if you're getting mad at each other, just take a break, figure out what's wrong, take that pause, you have the time, and just reconnect with each other. Just, I think that's the reason that High Voltage is where they are today, because another reason is they have that energy. These are a lot more games than people are used to. They have to play at their top of their strength for like 2, 3, 4 games. But yeah, both teams doing amazing.
Absolutely. A battle or a war of attrition is always a phrase I use with these tournaments, because unlike the weekly matches of VR Master League, where we have 2 matches a week and usually completely separate as well, so it's just the context of you come in, 30 minutes, take care of business, you're out. And that's your games for the week, right? But for the end of the season cups, you have to prove not once, not twice, not even 3 times. You have to prove over and over and over and over again to finally determine who is indeed the best of the best among the best of Echo Arena. This is already top tier, top percentile, and yet if you're going to have the rights to say you're a master team and a finalist, you have to do it so many times. Likewise next weekend when we have the actual finals themselves, where we've seen the endurance factor, the energy factor play a big role in the outcomes of matches and championships in seasons past. So it's something to keep aware of, and play styles, especially play styles that are more, kind of conservative with it and a little bit more cautious, careful. Oftentimes those teams, even if they start off slow earlier in the day, as the matches wear on, they're still energized by the time you get later into a cup. Meanwhile, teams who maybe expend a ton of energy on their offense and their defense early on in the cups, they might be kind of huffing and puffing a little bit by the end of things and grasping for the water and all that stuff. So that's one of the other factors for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Just want to point out here, whoever does win this one will go against Redshift in the next round.
Well, speaking of next round, the third one coming up now, looking like over meanwhile on the venues channel. That game is about to end. Bangarang up by 3 with 35 seconds left, so exciting finishes there. All abound as we go into this third round for an exciting finish here. Upper bracket as well. Hive Mind looking good so far. They are doing some serious work, looking to reclaim that master division. So just incredible stories and developments here as always. Seems to be a constant. But that said, into the blue line, and that's going to be a shot attempt just grazing by Franzel the overtake, and G. Tyler the make. 2 points on the board. So with that, I think Aiden taking a brief moment there, maybe the internet kicking the bucket again. Apologies for that. But that said, into the launch here for this third round. First offensive joust for Goran and co. Fire Ninja, seeing if they can start off the hot way they finished. It's going to be a very telling couple of minutes as Lulz saying, not only telling, I'm showing and telling with the stuns, and a lot of brawls now unfolding, but meanwhile a shot unwinding, taken back, declined by Goran. Goran deep on the other end of the floor. Lulz being stunned and overtaken now by Super Buddy, who sends it flying as a good leech coming in hot, but a shield maybe too ambitious, and this is gonna get the goal. Dinging in for Ding, and for Ding indeed, to 0.
Yeah, Ding, you saw they took that pause during the intermission there. They took that extra time, not just a minute, it was around like 4 or 5 minutes, but they took that time to strategize, and it's showing. High Voltage still has the momentum going for them. I've seen this play before. This is a stock race right here, and it's Fire Ninja and Gordon Jr. Taking that one, passing left over to the other stack, Isolate and Lulz. Trying to get it down there. It's going to be picked up by Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel, probably long shot there off the board, though, as it does go down. And it's going to be Jay Franzel once again, holding it on the right side.
And with that, a pass up high, a chance to go up by 6, and does not stick. Oh, but right back into Tyler's hands. Right place, right time. The backboard dime, I suppose. It's 6 points for Ding. And on that note, starting off on a strong note in this third round, and finishing off on a strong note, quick update, I'm seeing over on channel 1, on Venue's channel that is, an overtime win for Bangarang. So in a thriller match happening all abound here on our channels across the board.
Yeah, definitely. All channels have amazing games going on right now. Fire Ninja passing to Lulz. Lulz back over. Lulz resetting it over to Isolate, who's on that bow tie there. And it's going to be picked up by that Green Pigeon. Trying to go for the clear there off the Geo, though. Going to be picked up now by Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja is going to move forward. High Voltage down by 6. Not able to get that pass there. It's going to be picked up now by Super, but never mind. Fire Ninja picking that one up. Super Buddy not able to get a hand on it. Passing to Bowtie. Quick little Joker train from Goran Jr. and putting that one in.
Yeah, it took the short trip there on the train, but hey, they rode themselves right into the goal, and with that only down by 4 points. High Voltage, an important score there to make sure they don't concede any more points consecutively, because as always, a few goals in a row, it kind of starts a snowball effect. So High Voltage definitely mindful of that fact that they cannot afford any more timeouts. They cannot afford any more losses. It's all down to these last 6 minutes for the season for one of these teams.
Yeah, the question is, who's going to take it? It's still anyone's game. Though High Voltage might be down by 4, that can easily be reaccumulated, as we've seen. And that's a possible long shot there. It's going to be a bit low, though, as the stack is there. Lowell's picking that one up. Going for the pass over. Gorn Jr. taking it in. Duck! And that's a shot to the feet. And Gorn Jr. once again showing he is a striker and a goalie in 2.
And duck, and disc is loose. Goran putting in those moves was a huge reason for the comeback of High Voltage in that last round, where they were down about double digits and just made a tremendous turnaround, predicated off a couple of Goran threes and a 2-pointer. So showing more of that offensive excellence, that just masterful execution, as Lulz trying to do just the same again here. A self pass, why not? It works! They tie it up 6-6.
Yep, that is what we were talking about there. They just took that one in a matter of a minute about. But yeah, High Voltage definitely showing why they are master currently. They can get the passes, they can get the clears, they can do everything. Ding can too. But it's a clear down. Jay Franzel having it, stunned out is Isolate. And that's a shot, that's a 3-pointer. And Ding is now up by 3.
Massive hit there, and well coordinated on the stun goalie for Jay Franzel to get this 17-meter-second goal on a helpless defender. So what a hit. That could be a game changer. And this late third round to put them up by 3 now, and what otherwise was a locked-up game, because now it's going to put High Voltage in a situation where either they have to get some bold threes on their own, or it's going to take a couple of goals to come back here as we get into that latter half. That said, an open goal, so I might be taking it back as they take a shot. A little dubstep, but a trio in the goal. 9-9.
Yeah, a bit of disco disc there, but it's fine as the 3 does find the goal. That one's in. It's tied up once again. This is going to be a neck-and-neck game. I'm pretty sure it is, till the last second. High Voltage and Ding both not wanting to give up any points to each other here. Varnish with the interception and the shot coming in. That's another 3. My God.
Ridiculous. Once again, just like round 2, when you think, these teams might be down and out. But no, High Voltage, they have dealt with this adversity, and they are looking to triumph here, but there's still a lot of time for Ding, who's otherwise been playing some excellent Echo. They can come back in a hurry with these well-executed passes, just cannot turn it over anymore.
This is definitely not the end. This is anything but the end, as Lulz gets that one once again. There's still 3 minutes left on the clock. Lulz picking that up, sharp angle here, going for the pass, firing into, playing it safe, but Green Pigeon and Jay Franzel there, they have their stack down. Going down, it's going to be picked up by Gorn Jr. once again. Gorn trying to get that clear over to his teammates, but G. Tyler's there, getting it back down. Isolate picking that one up, going high. No one's there to grab it. Stacks are coming in. Byron and just slapping it down. Stack is there. G. Tyler picking that one up, going for the long clear, possible long shot here. And it's going to be picked up by the stack. Jay Franzel with the shot. Isolate with the save. And it goes down once again. Gorn with the slap.
Oh, never too late for Isolate, and the concentration there to make that happen, but still back into the goal again. Another roll and another chance to take it 2, and it will be a 1-point game. We are in the 3rd round, everybody, in this sudden death match, in the sense that you win or you go home, your season is done. This is coming down right to the wire. We've already had an overtime game finishing off there on venues just moments ago, and we are in position for another thriller of an ending on this match as well.
Yeah, as the pass does go down to Trench, back over, firing into trying to pick it up. Stack is there. Green Pigeon having that one, putting it up all the way into that top trap. There was a possible shot there, but Isolate gets a hand on it. It goes all the way up. Jay Franzel having this one going low, and they're just gonna hold it for a little bit. They only need 1 point to, I guess, take the lead here. Yeah, well, they're gonna take the lead if they score either way, and that's a shot there, but the save from Isolate. They don't want to take that lead. Green Pigeon does have it on that wall, passing low. It's going to be G. Tyler trying to get the shot in. Break checking, ducking. What a shot!
isolate the excellent defense, and yet G Tyler putting on the shoes, getting footloose and finding their groove. They're up by the narrowest 1 point margin. We are approaching the narrowest 1 minute mark. On your mark, get set, and go. Launch. And this is clutch period for the rest of the way.
Isolate's gonna have this one. Pass it right. Gonna be picked up and intercepted by Jay Franzel. Gonna be pressured there from Fire Ninja. But it's going to be picked up by Gorin. Gorin back to Lols. Lols,
oh, no.
Maybe another 3 there. Super Buddy picking this one up, though. Going to walk it down for a bit. Pressure by Gorin. Trying to get the pass. It's just a bit far, though. And this one's going to be picked up by Fire Ninja now. Fire Ninja's going to go for the long clear. It is successful. It's all the way down. Stacks are hot. Stacks are coming down. Who's going to get it first? It's going to be G Tyler. And that's a clear to the right. And
wow.
Trying to get the clear off the Geo once again. And that's a slap.
That is a slap with 20 seconds left, so any goal here would be damaging. They need to get their stacks going quickly. There's the recovery from Lulz. 15 seconds deep. Those stacks, those chains need to form, and they need to form right now. But too many players hanging back, and no one on the recovery. So with 6 seconds left, that's going to just about do it as it's grabbed by the finishing G Tyler on the shot, the finishing touch, a chef's kiss, and they will kiss High Voltage goodbye on their season as Ding advances here in the lower brackets. High Voltage, what a valiant effort it was. Amazing clutch plays, but at the very, very end, it was Ding reigning supreme.
Ding playing super amazing. They may have a lack of practice and teamwork, but that lack of practice, but
Toxic.
That doesn't. Sorry, God. But that doesn't mean they have a lack of teamwork. They did well against High Voltage, but this is the end of High Voltage's season. They're going home.
Yeah, just a finish, no doubt heartbreaking for High Voltage. They were right on the brink of being able to pull off some magic again. A team who reverse swept the Challengers Cup last season, and in this case, on multiple occasions in their matches, they were looking down and out, and then they came back in those second rounds. They came back in those third rounds. They had the opportunity, and the opportunity was so close, but it was lost at the very last moments. And you know, hats off to High Voltage for, again, the excellence. They will lose their master tier and their opportunity at the finals, but they're a team and a roster of players. I expect to see all of them back here again real soon in our next season and beyond. For Ding, well, their sights are set on the great beyond, which is to say they've still got some more matches to play in the lower bracket to make their way into finalist contention. So with that, we will take a quick intermission here again. And one more match on the way for you guys across our stream. So thanks for joining, and do stay tuned. We'll be back real soon.
That still gets a pass across. Zenith pulls off the Dusty. Zenith going to walk this one to the edge of the bubble. They have an opportunity here once again. Leverage takes a shot.
Not going to send it in. Going to do some styling. Going to wait. Oh!
As Kanger sending this one over there to Aiden off the backboard. Shrem now sending him across there to Ender. Crossing over to Cruz, and goal is wide open. As that one slapped back, Antarctic's there on the back line. Antarctic sending this one in. Sugar Fluff. One more pass there behind the goal.
On the vote, the who thought would win. And again. And it's going to be the Raptors. On the, Mozzie coming in. Mozzie. They're going to take this second round. They're going to force a third round on Ignite. That's a lot of stunts coming through. That's the lead.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to dox him and tell him what school you're in, but oh my goodness, that's incredible. And just like that
game with a teammate holding on. That's going to be a stop. Oh my God. That's it. That's 3 points.
Bandit back to reality. Cutting in. Stopped by that chain. What a defensive chain. They're getting stunned out, but title.
Dancing up, dancing unburdened. Gotta get the sun off on fire is one, but that's going to be off the head.
Delivers over the right side, Mozzie. Passes to Swag War. Swag War has Chrome cutting. Chrome. Ignite on offense with the duck. He's going to be JJ with the drive. Jay going to find it.
Oh, the second one, but there's a long relay play. It connects. Diving in. No way. What?
They have a numbers advantage right now. Toza sending it across there to Boop. Going up to PK. There it is.
Oh, Yo King Luke. Headbutt. Excellent headbutt. This could be it for them.
More dances, so those boots are made for walking, but what will Wazit do? Well, Wazit's gonna walk it in and then score a 2.
6 running in the lead. They're gonna be clearing it into that tunnel. Looks like a perfect pass to Orochi there. With the disc. Beautifully played. To Sugi. Sugi looking for the cross pass, the cut.
With the leash, so right there in the hands of Kong. Kong over to Jaywalker. Jaywalker bringing it in. 1v2. Stop there. Cruising.
And it looks like Rush is going to go for a pass of 10. 10's just going to put it on. Ooh.
It's going to be that Green Pigeon with an open goal. They have to get a 3.
Underlay will be there really soon. And that said, wow! I'm a E-I-E-I-O.
Sends that one out, but then they have some Voidless. Voidless to VTS King, who sends that one in. Breezebro gets a stop.
You're going to take it right now, giving up a pass and a lot of fakes. But Ryruff, the Rise stuff. Official match here. Both these teams attempting to complete that process. And what? Oh my goodness, wow! What the? Let's save. A grab back, a save again, and another grab back.
Speedy gets that one picked up, trying to send it out. Oh, the chain gets her, though. Sent in there by Sokka. Sokka.
It's Whoosh getting stunned, so Mamba found the disc, found the shots. It is a great hit from...
Mistake we're seeing again and again. The missed shots, the missed passes. They have again. And this time, they do not miss. Why are you not excited about how good Gravity is playing right now? What? No way.
Flying in, getting stunned out. Mozzie.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
All right, everybody. Hello and welcome back one more time here on day one of our Challenger Cup in North America for VRML Season 4. So we are back here in the lower brackets, this time following Ding off of a very successful and thrilling, might I add, victory over High Voltage. Well, they're going to have to come in here and do it again against Redshift this time. And yeah, the intensity, Aiden, it's just minute
crazy.
by minute. It's getting even more so. You think the heart and adrenaline was pumping up in the last round for these teams. Well, guess what? They got to do another 20 to 30 minutes for this next match. So Redshift, Ding, I'm excited. I'm also Palador. That's Aiden VR. And Wit is moderating for us in the back line. Aiden, what are your thoughts so far? And how's it going on the whole? It's been great for, I think, the streams.
Yeah, I haven't seen Redshift play yet, but I saw Ding play last game. They're on fire, to put it straight. They did really well against High Voltage, and I feel like they're going to do really good against Redshift as well. But then again, Redshift did score, I believe, the second top. No, wait, that was Bangering. Third top team, maybe? I don't know. But it should be great.
Well, here we go. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Just like a frosted flake, but nothing flaky about this. I'm expecting some crispness as I just miss my buttons, and we eventually get into the first round. Joust, never you mind, never you mind. Redshift on Orange. So Orange Shift, I guess. Caesar, Citizen, H Money, and Zux on the offense. Ding on defense, and on blue here with Super Buddy, G Tyler, That Green, Pigeon, and J Franzel. The handles for Redshift just lining up very patiently, I must say.
Yeah, they're playing very calmly here, trying to draw out that defense. Has a bit of Butterfingers there, and it's picked up by J Franzel and cleared out the right tunnel. It does get all the way down to Redshift's side. It's going to be picked up once again by J Franzel. Long shot for 3, and that's an early shot for Ding.
Well, hey, you said it yourself. They are hot. Ding is hot. That shot was hot and is right on the money. 16 meters a second, 16 meters out. A 1 second goal, to quote Dimwee. 1 minute in fact. Very symmetrical here.
Very symmetrical indeed. Out of the tubes, it's going to be Caesar passing left to Zux. Not able to get a hand on it, though. It's a bit too powerful of a throw. Up to G Tyler. G Tyler trying to get that throw over. Stunned out, though, by H Money. H Money going for the short pass over to Zuck. Zuck going for the long pass over to Citizen. And Citizen's going to wait for his team to show up. They did show up to play. And that resets a bit too far. But Caesar going to try and get a hand on it. He will get a hand on that one. And the stack's coming back for him. Bit off the Geo, though. And down. Picked up by H Money. H Money with the crossover to Zux. Zux resetting over. It's going to be in the hands of Caesar. Caesar back to Zux. Zux passing up to Citizen. Citizen going to move in. Possibly shot. And that's a save from Green Pigeon. But H Money is just going to put that one back in from the stun.
Yeah, eating the stun, and nice job to use every tool in your arsenal. That includes both hands, sometimes one for the stun, one for the grab. And with that, they will nab their first goal of the game. And Redshift 2 points on the board.
Redshift doing really well to try and catch up with Ding's early lead there. And the stack is clean all the way through. Very fast there. That's a possible shot. But it's going to be saved by the stack of Redshift. And H Money is going to grab that one. Cleared out the right tunnel. All the way down into Ding's zone now. The stacks are coming hot. Caesar with it. Going for the 3. And the 3 is good. Up by 2 now is Redshift.
Caesar, not quite from Rome, but still well outside that 3-point line. Nice hit to put them up by a couple now. That's 2 in a row. So Ding back on the offensive joust. And see what they roll out with a few minutes into this one. I can only imagine the amount of sweat that has been pouring now for these teams who've just faced tough game after tough game, but back into it again.
The challenging part of the Challenger Cup is not the games. It's the amount of games you have to play.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, a bit of both, but people get tired pretty easily. And this just tests your stamina. These cups do test your stamina very, very bigly. Bigly? Is that even a word? I don't know. But
it's a word, sort of. But that said, I concur. You know, that's one of the things I have noticed as a shot goes out and just bounces off the nugget. Is that seemingly these days, because I have come back into the game recently, people don't play multiple sets anymore. What's up with that, man? Threw me off a little bit, but indeed, endurance is a huge part of the game, and we've seen these championship teams that they have to be able to perform for hours straight on these matches.
Yeah, definitely. The reset back in the attempted clear there, but H-Money will get the clear down. Stack is coming up from Ding. Jay Franzel, oh, never mind. G Tyler going to pick that one up. Going to go for the pass over to Soup Buddy. Short pass on the bow tie. Soup Buddy going for the long clear down. And it will be a successful clear, but not able to get a hand on it. H-Money's going to pick that one up. Send it right back over to Caesar. Caesar probably going to look for a shot here, but it's going to be Soup Buddy picking that one up. And the clear goes all the way down. Possible shot here. We'll hit that post. And that green pigeon's going to move up. Goalie stunned out.
Oh!
Save off the head of... I think that was off the ding ring, actually. But nonetheless, H-Money did get that one. And Caesar did get the clear down.
Wow, well, with that, a hit and a shot will go down. H-Money on the money, and they are set to go. It's 8-3, 5-point advantage based off that for Redshift. Ding, after the initial score early, they've been shut out the last few minutes. 5 minutes into this round now.
Yeah, Redshift definitely cranking up the heat a little bit here. I don't think this is Ding's maximum strength yet. I don't think we've seen their maximum strength yet. They're really good.
It's not even their final form, you're saying?
No, it's not even their final form. They can go beyond.
Oh, wow. Reaching right for the disc, and beyond it goes into the blue. Actually, right back out, ricocheting to Super Buddy, who gets stunned. Jay Franzel deep on that throw down, and it will go down for G. Tyler, who's just in the right place for the 5 points now on the board. Only down by a few, and good reaction time. So get that done in only 27 seconds.
Yeah, quick shot there. Or quick play there, should I say. It wasn't really a shot, more like a play. But, yeah, Ding trying their best to catch up. 4 minutes left on the clock. Pass left over. Zuck's going to pick that one up. Stack is there for Ding once again. We've seen their defensive stack last round. They're a threat to reckon with. But, down, G Tyler's going to pick this one up. Juke out on the boot. Caesar's going to grab this one and clear it down the middle.
Caesar trying to seize the day as they go flying by. Will be taken by Super Buddy. All the meanwhile, the defense coming in hot. The tunnel pass attempted perhaps, but the coverage was very well done as H-Money does recover for Redshift. Redshift now down the blue line. Some stacks forming for either side. 4 players all meeting for orange and only a few for blue, but blue coming out of there, not blue at all. They'll get the disc and send it again on this clear. This is some intense action and such back and forth. Will it result in the goal, though? Not quite yet. A rebound will be had, but only for a moment. G. Tyler stunned by Caesar, continuing to throw out haymakers in that midfield.
Yeah, trying to get the clear down is H-Money into the hands of Green Pigeon, though, who is on the back line. Green Pigeon looking for that pass over. It's going to be Super Buddy crossing over G. Tyler with the dunk. And that'll be good, and they're only down by 1 now.
Wonderfully done. They were scoreless there for a while in terms of after the first few couple of points. Couldn't score again for about 4 minutes, and yet here it goes. They scored a few now in just the last 2 or so minutes of action. So those are the ebbs and flows. They'll continue to go on as Caesar launches off quickly, maybe a little too quick. Did not give a lot of time for that catch, and it will be intercepted now by Super Buddy, who flings it way deep down as the Stacks collect the rebound and now go into town with a goal. But no, Jay Franzel just hooking off that side and back into the trap. So a missed opportunity to take a lead.
He threw it just a bit too hard. But let's pass over to Super Buddy. Siston will pick this one up. And trying to clear that one down. H-Money will pick it up. Pass over to Caesar. Caesar with the long 3.
Wow.
Off the ding ring, though. Close one. All the way down now. Gonna be picked up by Caesar once again on one of the goalie. Going for the shot, and that's in. They're now taking the lead by 3.
Waving the disc a little bit, just to kind of taunt the goalie, as well as confuse. Kind of a multifaceted thing, that. But just trying to juke out with all these subtle fakes, and something you need to do, especially against the level of play we're seeing here. I can't even count at this point. I've lost count of the amount of incredible clutch saves we've seen on these matches for both NA and EU today. So you got to throw in the extra moves, or else your shot's going to get saved a lot of the time now. As a shot, no save. SOS and Caesar, another one from deep.
Yeah, Redshift, if you give them an opening, they're gonna take it. I'm gonna be real with you for a second. If you give them an opening, they will take it. Same goes for Ding, but Redshift just not allowing many openings as their defense very fortified. Both teams' defense are very fortified, and G Tyler's gonna throw that one all the way down. It will hit Redshift's bubble all the way up. Zuck's gonna pick. Ooh!
Wow!
Jay Frenzo gonna grab that one. Don't know how he did it, but he did. Gonna get the stun out to reset over to Green Pigeon. Green Pigeon, well, short pass there, but Zuck's grabbing it and putting it down. Stacks are hot, coming down. Green Pigeon's gonna pick this one up and possibly look for the clear.
That was a really nice recovery there by Zux, and as I say that, there's Zux again.
Oh my
Zux in flux. It's 16-7. They are riding hot, and they are red hot for Redshift.
Splash indeed, Cats. Redshift. The 3-pointers. They're crazy. They are. They're just you sometimes don't expect them until they're right in your face.
Yeah, and credit to Zux, because Zux was all over that play well before the shot, causing the turnover in the first place, and now a turnover right into a goal, so leaving it unguarded, an unfortunate turn of events. That will be an 8-second goal, and as a result, some more points, and importantly, even though the win won't go their way, that is still some momentum. You cannot deny that. I know it's our favorite word as casters sometimes, but we see it always play a part. You end strong, you can start strong the next time around.
I didn't even realize the clock was down, but that is round 1 going to Redshift. I got way too into that game.
Yeah, what a performance though that was, and like you said, between those 3-point shots, whether it's Zux, whether it's Caesar, H-Money was getting in on the mix. I mean, everyone just contributing well to those efforts, and hey, now Ding kind of finding themselves where High Voltage was just about half an hour ago, right? Where, okay, they ate that first loss. The question is, how do you punch back the next round?
Yeah, honestly, I think Ding needs to take more time on their passing. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. Their stacks also, well, their stacks are good, but honestly, just passing in general, they need to slow it down just a little bit.
Oh yeah, and that's another question also of whether the endurance is playing a factor at this point. Sometimes, obviously, you are playing 4 hours at a time. There's also a point too where it can get a little bit discombobulated, right? Because there's a lot of, for as reactionary and instinctual as Echo Arena is, there's also a lot of brain power, a lot of processing power that goes into the decision making and into your stacks and into the pacing of your stacks. That's as important as anything, maybe even more important than the actual speed itself, is the pace of your grabs when it comes down to actually chasing down those discs accurately.
Yeah, definitely. Quick stack there from Ding. That one goes far. Jay Frantel, long shot.
Wow.
That's a 3 straight off from the joust there. 10 seconds in the game.
Threw it in with some ferociousness as well. Did you see that? Look at this. Just the grab and then boom. That was a ding and a good kind of ding as well, as it will get them the 3 points. But I don't know. Put some extra muscle in it. You can definitely see that perhaps frustration or just wanting to send a message here and set that tone for this round.
Definitely. Citizen's gonna juke a little bit, pass it back to H-Money. H-Money try to get it to Zux. Zux not able to pick that one up, though. It will be in the hands of G Tyler now. Trying to get that clear out, waiting for the stack. Jay Franzel having it now. Looking for an opening. Does get the clear down the right tunnel. Stacks are hot. Both teams. Shot there from Green Pigeon. That's gonna be another 3. Ding is up by 6 now.
Okay, 2 threes in a row. One from Franzel, one from Green Pigeon. And Blue is currently in the green. Up by 6. What a start. At this point as well. On the opposite end, now you just want to kind of hold down. I know there's still obviously a lot of time. But if you can, just hold Redshift to taking 2s only the rest of the way. You're putting the onus on them, the pressure on them. And that said, the pressure met successfully by Zux. So I guess I casters cursed it, or maybe I just predicted it, but those are the ones. You allow that 3 to go in, you're letting them right back into the game and right back into feeling good about themselves.
It's just a game of 3s at this point, Palador.
Yeah, game of 3s, and well, at the moment that game being won by Ding, but as we know, things can change on a dime. We've seen it from round 1 to round 2, for that matter, just in these last couple minutes alone.
Yeah, definitely. Jay Franzel gonna hold that one. Sisson and Zux waiting on the stack to pressure. Uh, they're just being very patient with this one as it does go left. Green Pigeon stunned out by the stack, and that's another 3 coming in. Tied up.
And there you go. Game of threes continues, and they are absolutely throwing it back at each other now, back and forth. The risk, you saw the stall, but the risk of that, right? And especially when you do it on your own side of the floor, off a joust, you can execute it. Great, it'll probably get you a good-looking goal on the other end. But if you turn that thing over on your side of the floor, executing that stall, chances are you're going to be caught with a completely exposed goal and a 3 going in most of the time.
Yeah, their stacks pressuring once again. Jay Franzel, quick pass over Green Pigeon. Stacks had to get sunned out now. Green Pigeon just, Butterfingers once again. Never mind, I think it was a pass. Super Buddy gonna reset that one back. G Tyler crossing it over. Jay Franzel now having it. Cross pass, saved by Caesar. What a save it was. G Tyler picking this one up once again. Gonna look for it. Stunned up by Zux though, and clear from H Money. Zux and H Money now on their stacks. Never mind. Zux gonna pick that one up. Getting a little enter there. And G Tyler pressuring now. Crossover. Jay Franzel picking this one up. And
oh no! Lost the arms there for just a second. That could do some great harm to the building that the momentum they're building here. We'll see though. Getting it back and will be Zux finding Caesar at the end of the day. Had that heroic save, making some plays now on offense perhaps as they space out very well. A chance to take a 2-point advantage, but advantage lost to the stuns. Clear again. There goes the stacks in an absolute hurry with maybe an open goal at the other end of the day. There it is.
And Ding closing that tie and taking the lead by 2. Quick stack down the field. Redshift, their offense is starting to scare me. I am not going to lie.
Well, you got to be, keep you on your toes. You should be scared, right? Because this is these moments of the game where, once again, for the second time in a row for Ding, just at the mercy of a sudden death kind of situation, you gotta be a little bit scary. Likewise for Redshift here, trying to get themselves back in the goal, but a stun and a few of stuns, in fact, on those goalkeepers are going to undo the opportunity to save the day. Will be a 4-point lead back to Ding, looking ahead to maybe force a 3rd round soon.
Yeah, Ding wants that 3rd round. Redshift just wants it to end now. They want to go to bed, I'm guessing.
Redshift?
This is... I don't know. Maybe.
Redshift.
Maybe.
Well, either way, absolutely. We were just talking, I guess, from the third-party perspective, right? The objective viewer, we love to see those 3rd rounds, but if you're one of these teams, well, you're hoping to get it done here so you can go back to playing in day 2 and make your way to finals all well-rested and relaxed. Right now, neither of these teams all too relaxed, though, I feel like.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. They're probably trying their hardest as the shot comes from Zux. And that does take it down by 2. The lead, that is.
Yeah, good job there from Zux and Caesar. Only half a minute taken in that play, so they're sticking with it. And while the opening of this round, the first, I think, 4 shots or so, had a lot of 3s. Well, now, kind of a game of 2s, perhaps, as, well, you snooze, you lose the disc, I guess, as Citizen takes it over, hands it to Zux. Zux getting stuck with a punch as G Tyler takes it over, and a few awkward bounces, and there's a lot of defense back to gather the disc.
Yeah, Citizen's gonna grab that one. Stack is pressuring hard, though. It's gonna be picked up now by G Tyler. G Tyler going for the pass down. Green Pigeon gonna pick that one up, going for the shot. But who's in goal? It's Caesar. And Caesar's going to go for that pass over to H-Money. H-Money going for the low shot. Goalie's... Super Buddy not able to get a hand on that one. And Zux is going to try and take that one in for the 2. And it will be good. That's a tie game. Once again.
Waving the wand and waving off that defense. Unfortunately, that bounce and caused a slight misread on the diver there. And that was enough for Zux to just find himself a kind of a gift wrap goal. A couple swing arounds, and look at that. 2nd round, 10-10. Like I said, it's not getting any easier for these teams at all.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams keeping the pressure up on each other. But the pass is good. The pass is clean. G Tyler, Jay Franzel having their stack ready. And reset over. That's might have been a bit miscommunication there. That's possibly a long roof shot, but Zuck's gonna take that one in, and they Redshift has completely turned that one around, and they're now up by 2.
Back in control for Redshift, but the question is how long? At the rate this match has been going, probably not too long before another tie about to happen. These teams at the top of their game and definitely at peak energy, or at least peak adrenaline, I will say. And well, here we go. 2.5 minutes left, and you know what I say when we approach that 2-minute mark, especially of these kinds of double elimination tournaments. Well, we are in clutch time the rest of the way. Jay Franzel, well aware of that, trying not to turn it over here with a well-placed pass to Tyler. Tyler actually losing the handles off the Geo, recovered by Franzel.
Yeah, Jay Franzel gonna juke around a bit, find the pass over, tight pass it was. G Tyler picking that one up. Super Buddy gonna go for the reset to Jay Franzel once again. Jay Franzel passing high to the clouds, and that green pigeon having that one passing low to the floor, and back up to the clouds once again. Jay Franzel, Caesar stealing it, comes along 3 possibly here. It does get down the field, and they're stacked there once again. They're up by 4 now.
That is big for them now in these final couple of minutes. 2-goal buffer. And with that, priority now shifts over, well, for Ding, obviously to score again soon, but for Redshift, if the moment that they gain that disc back, whenever it is, take care of it. You do not want to see what we saw at the beginning of these rounds with those threes, because a 3 here for either team would be huge, and there it is. Wow. There it is from Jay Franzel, and what this does now is that puts them in a position where even if Redshift scores again, they'd be right within reach to have a late tie. Or furthermore, if they get another turnover, Ding has a chance to win the game in this last minute, and that is why those threes are so devastating. Here it goes.
Yeah, here it goes indeed. Caesar passing right to Citizen, and Citizen back to Caesar. Caesar going low. Stack trying to pick that one up. That's a possible shot there. It will be a bit high though, and picked up by that green pigeon. That green pigeon gonna move forward. 50 seconds left on the clock. Pass down. G Tyler trying to go for the shot there. Caesar picking it up though. Caesar gonna. Oh my God, that was amazing. Caesar gonna go for the shot.
Oh, no.
Never mind. Not able to get that one. So close. Down 35 seconds. H Money passing up to Citizen. Citizen with the long shot. What is that?
Citizen, what that was the Citizen's arrest, and the rest is history as 17-13. That time is done. Redshift have won in 2 rounds, and they will continue their search for that master tier as Ding. An incredible run, an incredible effort, and some stellar matches here today. Highlights aplenty. But end of the road for them and this season as a final one from H Money, and they'll continue to absolutely flow in that goal with the last shot. What a way to cap it off. Aiden, Redshift has shown up today, and they just capped off a stellar match.
Yeah, they have indeed showed up today, doing amazing. Raid from VRML 2, welcome everyone. Hope you had an amazing match. But yeah, that's it for us. Anything else, Palador?
Well, we'll certainly go to the score screen. Yeah, a lot of stuff to cover across this day, and still another day to come. But Redshift has completed what again was a absolutely stellar couple of rounds, and Ding came so close a couple of times. But as the case may be, you know, one team has to lose. That's the unfortunate thing about these matches that I always kind of hate. Reality of competition, but when you see 2 teams playing that hard, it always hurts a little to see one of them have to end their season on these cups. But with that, fantastic job from Redshift. They close it out, and Ding, I'm looking forward to seeing their players make a return. You know, whether on this roster, on others, I'm not one to assume. The roster shifts are aplenty these days, but wherever they are, I know Ding will always exist in Echo in some shape or form. It's been true in ESL, be true in VRML, hopefully for a long time coming. And for those players, they're going to still be staples of those higher tiers of Diamond and Master 4, also a long time coming. But for Redshift, that will finish out their day here. For those 3 matches, we'll be back again tomorrow. Redshift is going to face Corrosion in the semifinals of the lower bracket, so now Redshift still has some work to do. Meanwhile, in the upper bracket right now, taking a look at Channel 1, or the main channel, keep getting that all tangled up, but that match is still ongoing and actually still in round 1, 6-6 with 4 minutes left. So with that, I will I know Channel 2 has just joined us, but we are going to reinitiate a raid, I suppose. Perhaps here in just a second. And yeah, with that, been fun. Thanks, guys, for joining. And Aiden, any parting thoughts on your end at all?
Just thanks for hanging in there with us today. It wouldn't be the same without the watchers. This is why we do it. We do it for you guys, so you can see these amazing matches that happen pretty much every day in the regular season. But it's tournaments like this where it gets the most hype in the chat and everything. It's been an amazing experience to cast this season. To, you know, be a new caster, it's honestly just been amazing. I'm looking forward to next season and just everything in general.
Absolutely. Cheers to that for sure, and cheers to you guys in the Twitch chat. So without further ado, for those remaining here on Channel 2, I'm about to send you over to venues. So with that said, I've been Palador. That's been Aiden VR. Thanks to Wit, who's been moderating there for us and burping in the back lines. Until next time, be happy, healthy, safe, and good to each other. Same time tomorrow, same places, and I will see you again really soon. Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR.